Here would be my one question. If I could get Ben Bernanke and Tim Geithner together in one of their meetings or whatever, I'd ask them, who do you guys intend to sell all the stocks and bonds and everything that you guys have been buying ever higher for about 2 years now? Who do you intend to sell them to? I don't see any way out of the present situation they're in. They've put in, well, who knows for sure, $5 to $7 trillion just pumping up the markets to make it all look good. And now we're at the point where it hasn't worked. The volume in the markets are still low, so the only ones in it are the Fed and the government playing around and the banks, the primary dealer banks. So today, the whole theory going around is, well, they're going to keep pumping this stuff up till, it's for the elections. Got to keep them pumped up to the elections. Well, it's not working. Their their approval numbers, their poll numbers certainly aren't going up. So what's the point where they decide, well, this isn't working, we need to go to a plan B? Just from what I see, well, stuff going on in the Middle East and all that, from what I see, I think it'll be around October 15th. Heard from several different sources that there's kind of this war kickoff plan for about the October time frame or so. Now, well, here's an example of how things aren't going well for them at all. Larry Summers, Obama's right-hand economic man, has resigned today. Or announced that he's resigning anyway. Romer left a little while ago, another one of his economic advisors. So who do these guys intend to pass off these trillions and trillions of dollars worth of stocks that they've been buying? Well, there is no one that I can think of. Who's going to buy them? You, me. We're supposed to come in now and buy stocks at the Dow 11,000 at the top of a bubble again. And I think it was their plan from way back when they started doing this. They figured they'd pump it up and get their plans passed, but they got to have the markets looking good. I think they've run out of room here. Now that's from what Ben Bernanke was saying today with their little Fed, announcement. Everybody's been expecting them that they were going to have this huge quantitative easing part 2 would kick off today. And it didn't turn out that way. But it's been for this entire month. You remember back at the beginning of September, the Dow was only at about 10,000. That's at 10,700 now. So they've got 700 points with this surefire deal that they're going to do this, that they'd announced this QE today. It was supposed to be, well, $3 to $5 trillion was what it was supposed to be. Well, they didn't get it. He said, well, we'll leave the door open for it. Now, I think they're out of ammo. And when they announced that today, you've seen gold spike to an all-time high. It was up at $12.91. The dollar collapsed, basically. That's not good. They're trying to create inflation. What they're really getting today is deflation. The prices of wheat and some commodities like that went down. The dollar went down, went way down compared to the euro and the Japanese yen. I think the dollar's collapsing. But here's some good news: all the paper gold stocks that basically it's the world elite who's selling them. It's the central bankers invented these gold stocks to sell. Well, they're all each and every gold stock that they've sold now is underwater for them. So they've sold these stocks and now they owe money on them, which is great. Hey, anytime that the central bankers can get underwater on what they're doing, that's fine. So they're getting into more and more trouble. So now I think the only way out of them for them to get out of this stock bubble and bond bubble and all this stuff that they've pumped trillions of dollars into is for another big collapse. I mean, they got to have some kind of huge false flag coming. Kick off a war in the Mideast. How are they going to talk to the American people into that? It's going to have to be something real bad happening here. I just definitely keep my eye out because, as far as I'm concerned, right now they're up against the wall with everything that they've been doing. Now the rats are jumping off the ship. Larry Summers is gone. Leaving Tim Geithner is the only one on Obama's economic team that's still there. So just my thoughts on what's going on and what we can expect. If they don't see the approval numbers climbing up significantly, I think they're going to pull something off before the election. They'll see if they can pull that off, and if they can't, it's time to go. Around mid-October or something, it's probably their deadline for it, mid to late October. We'll see what happens. So anyway, everyone have a good night. Talk to you later.